Alright, y'all. So today we're going to talk about 5 crucial business tips that I learned from selling weed. And 2 disclaimers before we get started. One, I am not suggesting that anybody go and sell weed. That would just be silly. That's crazy. But it is a lot of people out there that do sell weed that might have very good business skills and just not be aware of it because they're selling weed. So take these skills and apply them to other areas like legit business. Two, these endeavors were many, many years ago, many years. And even then, it ain't like I was Scarface. I'm not claiming that by no means. Just, a little bit here, a little bit there. But I did notice some very crucial business tips. And I'm here to share those with you today. So let's get to it. 5 crucial business tips I learned from selling weed. Number 1, quality over quantity. Like any business, you got to have a good product. If you don't have a good product, then nothing else matters. You got people out here trying to sell their weed for less and less and less because it sucks. But it don't matter if it's $2 a gram, if it's bullshit. Won't nobody want it. And so, whether you're a service-based business, whether you do hair, whether you do tattoos, whether you're a real estate agent, your service is your product. You have to make sure that your service is on point, your customer service, that you handle things, you meet deadlines. Like, that's your product, that's your brand, and it has to be good if you want to keep your customers happy. If you're selling an actual physical product, the quality has to be good if you want long-lasting customers that's going to come back and spend their money with you again and tell other people like, yo, that's some good product. Definitely. In these streets, people, hey, stop selling that bull because you're killing your business. In business, it's the same thing. Don't kill your business by having a subpar quality product. It's just not worth it. You want to build customers that appreciate your product and don't mind paying your price because they know it's quality. If you're going to just keep pulling the cheapest customers in, you're not going to make it because those customers are just going to look for the next cheapest deal the next time, and the next time after that, they're not going to be loyal because they're just looking for the cheapest price. You don't want those customers. Number 2, credit will kill your business. You'll definitely learn very quickly if you're, selling drugs or anything like that. People are going to ask all the time, man, you think you could do me a favor? You think you could slide me this? You think you can yada, yada, yada? And the answer is no, because once you start that establishing a line of credit, you're going to start weakening your business. People are not going to be urgent to pay you back once they got what they want. And just like in any other business, once you get on a certain level, of course, credit is actually the lifeline of your business. But starting off as a small business owner, you got to receive that payment. You got to get that money in your hand, or otherwise you just won't be able to pay the things that you need and to keep your business alive. And this kind of ties into another point, which is beware the family and friends discount. Family and friends will ask for discounts all day for anything. It don't matter if you work at Popeye's Chicken. It don't matter if you do hair. It don't matter if you sell shoes. Your family, your friends gonna be the first ones to be like, yo, man, you think you can hook me up? Which is crazy because they should be the first ones to support you and to pay the full price. But the world we live in, your family and your friends, they gonna want free shit. So you gotta nip that in the bud, especially when it comes to selling weed, because people will smoke all day and just keep coming back, but then go pay Ray Ray down the street for the product. Just like if you do hair, they'll want you to do their hair for free, but then go pay Charlize down the street to do her hair, and that ain't cool. So kill that credit, crush those family and friends discounts. Every now and then it's cool, but don't make a habit. Don't become known as the guy to give out discounts because it's going to be very hard to bounce back from that. Number 3, and this is huge, re-up before you run out. You have to anticipate the rush. Never be left twiddling your thumbs with no product because you couldn't anticipate the rush. Depending on your kind of business, depending on what you do, your rush might be different times a year, but you got to know your business and you got to know the times that people are going to want your service or product. So again, if you're doing hair, back to school is going to be crazy. You want to make sure you're available and able to do that. And, charge prices are going to make it worth your time because people are going to be a little bit more willing to pay it. Before I started focusing on branding and marketing more so, I was doing a lot of portraits, and never fails every year, the best time of year, Valentine's Day, people love doing portraits. Graduation, people love doing portraits. Christmas, people love doing portraits. So I had to make sure that I had everything that I need to be able to fully capitalize off these time periods, off these springs, if you will, because in the spring is when you want to plant all your seeds. So just like in the streets, it ain't no different. You don't want to be caught without product during the crazy busy times like the Super Bowl or whatever. You know when people are going to be coming to buy product from you, so don't get caught without it, because what people will do is go to the next dude or the next girl that do have what they need, and they might just start using them from now on. You just never know, and you don't want to take that chance. So always make sure you have product. Anticipate the rush. Number 4. This is my favorite. This is a goodie. And once you get this, you can do some amazing things in life. You don't have to own it to sell it. So what if I told you Kim Kardashian will go online to an online boutique, let's just say Gucci. She goes to Gucci.com. She sees a dress that she likes, and she takes the picture and she posts it on her Instagram. And then she says something like, hey, check out this new dress. I just bought it. It fits my curves so well. If you want one, they're for sale, only $2,000. Now, out of all her millions of followers, somebody is going to see that dress and say, hey, I like it, and send Kim K $2,000. Kim K is going to take $1,000, buy the dress, send it to the person that bought it, and take that other $1,000 of profit that she just made and put it in her pocket. Now, do that 100, 1,000 times, and you understand how powerful it is to be able to sell something that you don't own. And yes, that is a real life example. Celebrities do it all the time. I don't know about Kim K and Gucci per se, but trust me on this, it happens. You see it in real estate all the time. If you've ever seen those ads on TV, you can become a real estate investor, no money down, no cash needed, no credit needed. That's exactly what they're doing. They're taking a house that belongs to somebody else and pretty much brokering the deal. If you know buyers and you know sellers, you can bring them together, get you a nice little piece of change out the deal, and go about your way. It's already money moving out here. It's an expressway of money. It's just flying in every direction, and all you gotta do is come and jump in between. As far as the streets and selling weed, people do it all the time. You know, you got people, it's not a lot of profit to be made in that particular contest. Some people do it to smoke for free. They might get a little free some here, but you know a guy down here, Paul, he looking to go buy something, and you know a guy up here, Fred, who looking to sell something. Paul, Fred, you bring them together, boom, and you get your profit and you get out the deal. So that's a very powerful way to make money, especially if you can find a good way to do it. There's so many examples. You got used furniture, you got cell phones. It really don't matter what it is. If you know buyers and you know sellers, then you can make money by bringing those two together and walking away with a nice piece of profit. So you do not have to own it to sell it. Last but not least, y'all, we got number 5. And number 5 says if you don't have it, if you don't have product, if you don't have inventory, then just tell people you do and start building a list. I know that might sound crazy, but again, taking it back to real estate, and I'm going to use real estate because I dabbled in real estate through my company, McWhirter Investors Group, and it was just the thing to do. It's wholesaling, you know, any investor will tell you. But so with real estate, I had no inventory. I didn't have houses, but I needed buyers. I needed people that was ready to buy a house. So what I would do, I go to Craigslist. I'll say, hey, I got this amazing house for sale. Who wants it? And I'll have all these people that will hit me up interested in this house. Now, of course, I really don't have this house. So when they hit me up, I have to say something along the lines of, hey, man, you just missed it. I just sold it yesterday. But, and here's the kicker, but do you mind if I reach out to you when I get some more in? You got to make sure you get that done, because what happens then is when the product does come in, when you do get a hold of the product, you have a whole list of people that has already expressed interest in buying it. And you know, as far as the streets go, I know people who've done it all the time. I did it myself, you know, and as soon as that product come in, you make a couple of phone calls, you make a couple of text messages, and it's already gone because you've already built a list of people that's interested. As far as my video production services, as far as my photography, as far as any service you might do, nails, cars, tires, whatever it is, you always want to be looking to build that list of potential customers every day, every encounter. You know, you don't want to just be spammy with it, but always keep your ears and eyes open for new opportunities, because this is the thing. People will watch you, and take it from me, y'all. Take it from me. People will watch you for months and months and months before they decide to pull the trigger and do business with you. And that's okay, because you got to prove yourself. Nobody wants to do business with the fly-by-night anything. So while they're watching you, you have to keep things going. You have to keep your business alive. And so you always want to have a list of people that's interested in what you do, and you can stay in touch with them. And that's even better with a physical product, because as soon as you get that product in, you can make that phone call. Hey, are you still interested in such and such? I just got a new shipment in. I just got a new house. I just got a new car, a new used couch, whatever the case may be. And you have that list of buyers that's ready to jump on it instantly. And there it is. So again, I'm not trying to encourage anybody to go sell drugs. Please don't. But these skills and these lessons can be used in any business context that you can think of, any business imaginable. You can use these tips and it will help. It will grow your business if you haven't already been doing them. There's just good things to know, good things to share. And I appreciate y'all tuning in with me today for Rogue Boss. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode.